Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. In today's video, I wanted to share something really amazing that I have just come across. Now I'm sure a lot of you gardeners have already been using it or have already used this, but this was my first time using neem oil. Usually I used to never use anything for my plants, but of late over here, because I've started to increase the collection of my plants and flowering plants, I do see a lot of aphids, mealybugs and scale insects. So I thought I will give it a try on this. Now this is neem oil. A lot of people who are just starting off with gardening, I think this video is going to work out really well. Or if you're a person who already has a garden and is struggling with pests and don't know what exactly to use, this is what you can. I will show you a few examples because I never expected things to work out so well with this. I had heard about it, but I had never used it. I thought I will give it a try, and now I don't have any regrets. Now, what exactly is neem oil? Neem oil is a natural occurring pesticide found in the seeds from the neem tree. It's yellow, brown, and has a bitter taste and a garlic sulfur kind of a smell. I wouldn't say it stinks a lot, but yes, when you're spraying it, you might get a little bit of smell, but after that, it's pretty normal. It's very mild. A lot of people say it stinks, but I didn't feel that it stinks. It is just pretty normal. And I think the work that it does, it's absolutely fine. We can bear that mild smell for some time. Now, it has been used for hundreds of years in order to control pests and diseases. Now, how is it obtained? So it's obtained from the seeds of the neem tree. First, the seeds are broken open and the kernels are separated. Then those kernels are pressed in an industrial expeller. So basically all that hard work is already done. We have the neem oil extract in this bottle, and I will show you in a while how to use this, because there is a little bit of additional thing that we have to add in order to make the spray. But before that, I will give you a few examples, because it's almost been a month that I use this, because I wanted to first experiment and see if it works or not. I tried it on very common plants, and the moment I got a very good result, that's when I thought I will make a video and share it with you guys. Now if you want to buy this, I will put the link in the description below. You can check it out. You can buy any brand. It's not that you only have to buy this brand. You can buy any brand of neem oil. It will work. But I purchased this. It worked out really well. I did not go to the shop to buy any specific brand. I just found this one and I went ahead and bought it. So if you want to buy the same one, I'll put the link in the description below. You can check it out. So now I'm going to show you my first plant, which was affected with aphids. So this was one of the plant that used to get affected the most with the not mealybugs but aphids, and it used to happen on a very regular basis because Mexican petunia tends to bloom very profusely, but it started getting attacked by aphids quite often, and I used to see a lot of ants on the flower buds, and it was kind of damaging the plant. This one is the second one. If you remember, I had made a video of putting it in this pot along with the other Mexican petunia. It's doing quite well. It has grown quite a bit, but at that time the plant was not doing quite well. I was not sure what exactly to do with this, so that's when I went ahead and purchased the neem oil. Just with one application, guys, just with one application, everything just happened to stop. I haven't seen any of those ants again, and overall the plant started to get really bushy because the plant is starting to regain its strength. It's getting healthy, and it started to bloom as well. During that process, when it was affected with those insects, the blooming was very less, probably 1 or 2 blooms, but now the blooms have also increased. There are a lot of new buds coming up, so this has definitely helped me a lot. I really want to thank whoever created neem oil. It's an amazing thing, especially for flowering plants that tend to get affected the most. I will show you another plant as well. So this one, as you can see, it's doing fantastic. I have a blue days, I have a morning glory behind, and I have 2 of the Mexican petunias, the pink ones that are growing, which are looking absolutely fantastic and healthy. I have only applied it once. After that, I haven't seen it, but in case if I happen to notice anything, I will spray it again because it is working out really well. But as of now, I'm doing a visual check every 2 or 3 days. I haven't seen anything coming back on the plant, which is such a big relief. Now another example is over here. This is my blue pea. Because of a very tight schedule, I was not able to pay attention to a lot of my plants, and this one got quite affected with the mealybugs because the blue pea is very prone to mealybug attack. So the upper portion was quite affected, and again I used the same spray. I don't know if it is going to be visible, but I'll try to show you. over here, as we can see, they have all turned brown in color. Let me focus more. You can see this, they have all turned brown in color because their coating is dissolved because of that neem oil, and they are dead. So after spraying of the neem oil, I do see a lot of changes. Now the plant has started to bloom again. You can see there are blooms showing up on every part of the plant. A lot more growing over here, so very happy. This is all the new growth ever since I started to take care of the plant again. A lot of new runners are starting to come up, you can see this, and flowers as well. So I'm quite happy, quite excited. Hopefully it starts to bloom even more, just like how it used to do before. So as you've seen, it works wonders. So how do we prepare the spray? Now it's already mentioned on the bottle, the instructions. Basically, you have to dilute 10 ml of neem oil into a liter of water. So you can follow that same process. You can use a bottle like this, a 1 liter bottle like this, because this has the misting mode as well, so you can easily use this. When you tend to mist, it tends to cover up a larger space, so this tends to work out really well. Now I don't use a very large batch because I don't have the infestation on a lot of my plants. So what I do is I use it in a very small bottle. Of course I cannot use 10 ml of neem oil in this. It's just a couple of drops. I'm going to show it to you in a while. Now the reason why I use this small bottle, because it's very handy when I tend to do a visual check once in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I take this bottle along. The moment I see it, I spray it then and there so that I finish it off. Because the earlier you take care of the infestation, the much better it is. If you see 1 millibug or 2 millibug, don't ignore it. Spray it then and there and finish it off. So now I'm using a small bottle. I've already filled it up with plain water. Now I'm going to take the neem oil and very carefully put it into this bottle. That's about it. Now guys, there is another ingredient that we'll have to put in this, and that is the dish soap. You can use any kind of soap. The reason why we need to use soap, I'm going to show it to you. Now let's say that I've added neem oil in water, and now if I tend to mix it, of course, it is not going to get mixed because oil and water does not mix together. It is not going to turn into a solution. If you are going to use a spray like this, it will not be effective. Nothing is going to happen because all of the oil has floated to the surface and it's just water beneath. So for this, in order for it to mix together, oil and water, we tend to use some soap. So I'm using some dish soap. You can use around 3 to 4 drops, or depending upon the solution you're planning to make. And after mixing the soap, we have to just give it a nice shake. The moment we are going to give it a nice shake, so once the solution looks like this, milk white, it means that it is now ready to be used on the infected plant. So I'm going to show you to you on one of the plant that has a mealybug. The moment you are going to spray, what's going to happen, I'm going to show it to you in the next clip. Now here, as you can see, this is my society garlic plant, and on one of the leaf there is a mealybug. So as I've said this earlier, do not wait for the last minute. The moment you see even 1 or 2 mealybugs, immediately get rid of it then and there. Now over here, I will spray it directly onto the mealybug to show you what exactly happens. The moment I tend to spray the solution on the mealybug, you can see it starts to turn darker in color. The reason is because the neem oil tends to dissolve that protective waxy coating that the mealybug has. As long as this waxy coating is present on the mealybug will not die, but this oil tends to dissolve it. The moment that coating is dissolved, the mealybug will slightly look darker in color. After this, you don't have to do anything, just leave the mealybug on its own. Now after this, you don't need to clean or do anything, just leave it as it is. The mealybug will die. It is not going to reproduce any further. Once the waxy coating is dissolved, the mealybug is almost dead. So this is how you can take care of things. Another very important thing, whenever you are doing this process, please don't do it under direct sunlight. You have to do it in shade, or you can do it during the evenings when there is not much of direct sunlight falling onto the plant, because this is oil. If the direct sunlight tends to fall onto the oil, it might happen to burn the leaves. So to be on the safer side, don't do it under direct sunlight. You can either move the plant to a shaded area, and if you're not able to move the plant, it's absolutely fine. Do it when the plant is not in contact with direct sunlight. So guys, that's all about it. You can see it is very simple. I am very thrilled and very relieved that I found this this is able to take care of all the issues what I used to always be worried about. I always used to be stressed about, mealybugs, insects, pests, what can be done. So now I have a solution. Best thing is that this neem oil, one neem oil, will take care of a lot of insects, whether it's aphids, scale insects, mealybugs, spider mites, everything is taken care. Probably it might also work on fungus. I'm not very sure about fungus as of now. I don't have fungus on my plants, but the other issues are very well taken care of. Mealybugs, scale insects were the major issue for me, and both of them are taken care by this amazing product. So if you want, you can definitely purchase this, try it out. If it has not been successful before, maybe the solution was not rightly made, you can try it again. It definitely does work. I can tell you from my experience, it is amazing. Now all we gardeners just need an excuse to buy new plants. Now that I know that I can take care of these bugs, I can go ahead and purchase some more plants, and I don't have to be worried about insects getting into my garden. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.